there are lots and lots of bugs. I don't know if they're mosquitoes or flies. But we're here. We're here in Mount Baker, fill in the blank National Forest. Is it Snoqualmie? I can't remember exactly, but we're near Mount Baker. Everything's kind of clouded in, so you can't really see it, but I found a wild camping spot. It's pretty sweet. I have 2 bars of 5G, and I'm pretty happy about that. I'll get you a look at it. It's just down this forest road off of the main road that goes through this part of the park. And yeah, it's so close I was coming from Vancouver where, I last left you. And I was like, you know what? I really, really want to at least spend one night in this area. Right now, it's fall and it's a little bit past turn. Maybe things have kind of already turned a little bit, but I really wanted to stay here and I really wanted to try it out. I'm probably not going to spend a lot of time outside because it is really buggy. But I think I might actually just leave my car and just take a little walk. I've been driving and just to kind of flesh out my system here. And then just spend the night in the car. But it's real quiet. There's nobody else here right now. There's a few other pullouts. I went down the whole road just to see. And this is definitely the best one. It's also the one closest to the road, so that makes me feel a little bit better. If I don't feel like staying, but we're wild camping. I know some people don't think what this is called, but that's what everybody calls it. That's what they call it on the iOverland app. iOverland app is wild camping, and it just means it's free, essentially, in BLM land, I believe. So there's no signs that say no overnight parking. If somebody asks me to leave who's official, I will definitely leave, but we're gonna give this a go. I don't do this very often because not because I don't want to, it's just honestly I usually just pick a campground for convenience and also just to feel more comfortable, but I don't know, I feel good about this one. And it's just one night, like I said. I'm hoping to get a nice hike in tomorrow. Hopefully the weather holds. It did stop raining finally, but yeah, I'm excited. Tonight's gonna be real chill. Like I said, it's pretty buggy, so I'm just gonna I don't know, all the bugs suddenly left. When I first got out of the car, they swarmed, and now they're gone. Where did they go? I don't know. I'll show you around. There's really not much to see in this particular spot, but I'm just feeling very, very happy that I got this one place to park myself. And yeah, go for a little walk and then just have a really easy, calm night. Get an early morning, go for a hike, as we do. Alrighty. I feel like, damn, this is so quiet. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking for a second so you can hear. Oh, when I stop talking, the bugs come back. It's quiet. It's so quiet. All right. I'll see if you look around. So there's the road I came down. And so the main road is that way. And this forest road just kind of dead ends in a third of a mile. So I turned around where I could because I didn't want to get stuck. There's a little fire pit here. I don't have anything to burn, but that's okay. I'm probably just gonna cozy on in there after I take a little walk. But yeah, so you got your fire pit and I don't know what this is. I don't tend to go exploring up things unless I have a trail map. I might just peek my head up there just to see. But bathroom's in there. By bathroom, I mean the forest. And that's it. That's all she wrote, kids. That's the whole kit and caboodle. But I have a nice view of the road here and a nice nose out for safety. And we like that. So it's all good. All right. Let's pack a little pack and take a little walk. Look at this. How neat. Looks like it's going to start raining again soon. So I just walked down to the main road and I'm walking back. After being on the road all day, it's just nice to kind of shake out the legs and all that. But there's no actual established trail around here aside from this road. So I'm not going to go nosing around without an official trail. But I have earmarked a few for tomorrow that have trailhead parking lots that are very close to here that I will leave from with other people hiking. So yeah, use your noggin, but it is nice to take a little walk around this road. I mean, just look. Can't even see because the clouds are so low, but there's big old mountains over there. Big old mountains everywhere. I love this. So I needed this today. Just a little dose of nature. Just the right amount. So there's a couple of these little shootouts that you might think are trails, but I actually think they're part of the snow. Like there's a ski resort that's close to here, and I think they're part of that. Like there's one actually right where I park too. And I think it's for, snow sports, skiing and snowboarders who are kind of like off tracking. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, just thought I'd mention that. That's not like a hiking trail. I can't get a map for that, at least on my ultras. So I'm not going to go up that without it being like something that I've researched and looked into. But the snow mountain, whatever, the skiing resort is very close to here. It's just such a mood. I'm just loving this. Look at this. There's a little patch of blue sky. I don't need it to be clear, but I just want it to not be raining tomorrow. If it's not raining tomorrow, that would be nice. I made it back to my car. It was just like a little half an hour. I don't know, maybe 45-minute stroll there. But look, do you see this? This is a continuation of whatever that area is. And I think that, sorry for the quick movement, I think that blue diamond means something for the skiers. Anybody? Okay, so it's about 5 o'clock. I had that nice little stroll. Did my business in the woods. See, you guys, it's part of the experience. It's part of it, And now, the things you say on the internet, it's fine. And now, I am just getting organized. I think every camping video I've done, you see me organizing myself. And that's because of the way that I choose to travel. I'm back and forth between car camping and like staying in an Airbnb / hotel / whatever pretty frequently. So I'm often packing up a bag to bring with me into a place, especially like the last place I stayed had a laundry. So I did all my laundry there, and this is all my clean laundry. And now I'm just sorting it and putting it away in my clothes storage over here. But I'm also prepping. So I'm car camping tonight, but tomorrow night I'm going to be back in a metropolis at an Airbnb. So I'm going to go ahead and pack for that specifically so that tomorrow I can just enjoy my hike and then get on the road and not have to think about those things, because it's a bit of a drive. It's like a 6-hour drive where I'm going. So this is just a way for me to get everything done. I also just really enjoy organizing like this. I think if I was just car camping or just doing Airbnbs, I wouldn't be doing so much of like shuffling between, but I honestly don't mind. It's only 5 o'clock and not quite time for bed, so I'm happy to like spend time doing this. I'll pop on like a podcast or an audiobook or something and be happy as a clam. All right, nothing to it but to get to it. Nothing, whatever. All right, here we go. Here's the scene. It's like, I don't know, not even 7. It's like 20 to 7. It's pitch black out already. The sun goes down early these days. I've got a couple of my lanterns hanging. It's not completely dark out, but there's not been like a couple cars go by, but nobody seems to want to take any other spots. I guess I got the primo spot. I'm happy with it. On a bit of a slant, but it's not the end of the world. I think I'll survive. Anyway, I'm having snack dinner. I bought this local cheese from a shop, and I just picked up a couple things, my usuals really. The only thing I forgot to look for was kombucha. How dare I? But I have this little knife set that I keep in my little portable kitchen. This is like mostly tea and things to make tea with, and like pots and pans and things like that. And then this is kind of the rest of my kitchen stuff to use with my stove. In fact, my stove is in there. My Eureka camping stove. I honestly don't use it that much on the road these days. I've just been enjoying having like snack dinner because I've been, like I said, alternating so much. Anyway, I got all organized. I have my outfit ready for tomorrow. Not the sandals. Those are just my camp shoes. When I have to go to the bathroom, it's easier than putting on my shoes. Bag is ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow stay. And yeah, it's kind of a little girl dinner watch some YouTube. Is that what we call this, girl dinner? I don't know if that's offensive or not. I don't mean to be offensive, but it's a nice. So I've been experimenting with just bringing my iPhone to film on. I've been trying to carry a lighter pack since I injured myself. I'm doing much better now, but still kind of experimenting with it. The iPhone does not cut it in the low light. It's still like, I know they've made adjustments to it, but especially with the forward-facing camera, it's just so fuzzy. So I'm sorry for the quality. Anyway, I want to show you. If you are not eating cheese with apples, you are missing out. Better than a cracker, I'm telling you. So good. I'm pretty well tucked in here for the night, you guys. I like to tell you when I do different things for different kinds of camping. When I'm wild camping, which honestly I've only done a handful of times now, but so far, I choose not to put up my window coverings unless there's somebody else that, like, I'm just trying to give myself a little privacy. But I'm the only person on this road. Like, there's nobody else here. So also, it's just like, because it's not an established campsite and I don't have kind of that level of provided security, I want more of my senses available to me, if that makes sense. Always nose pointed out so I can get to the road easily, and everything I need is right here within an arm's reach, and I can just drive away if I need to, if I feel like I want to even, and it's not a big deal. But yeah, just thought I would share that little tidbit. It's very cozy here. So I'm going to probably do a little journaling, maybe watch a little bit of YouTube and pack it in. And I'm excited for this hike tomorrow. It looks like it's not going to rain, so we'll hope for that. And we'll just make do. Otherwise, I pinpointed like half a dozen trails of different lengths and in different parts, but all within like 20 to 30 minute drive of here. So it's easy for me to get there. But there's just a lot of epic views. And honestly, it might all be fogged in, but I'm just excited to be outside. So I'm going to get some good sleep tonight, and I will see you in the morning. How do people do this? I see other people do it, and it looks so seamless. And I do it, I'm like, here's my hand. All right, good night. Good morning. It's really dark. It was a dark and spooky morning. I had an excellent night's sleep. Slept a solid 8 hours. It was so quiet. It rained lightly all night. It is very, very foggy right now. I'm just letting the car come to temperature, and my windows are all kind of condensation-y. So yeah, good night. It was a really good night. It's gonna probably be very foggy. It doesn't get light for another like hour and a half, but I'm just gonna drive. This trail is very, very popular. It's excuse me, it's a Chain Lakes Trail by Artist Point. And all the reviews, even from like yesterday that I read, is like, it's crowded. So I just want to get to the parking lot, get the ideal parking place for me. I'm dressed, but I waited to pack my bag. I figured I'd give myself something to do. My day pack. It's not like a huge hike. I might just take my medium day pack. I think that will probably be sufficient. And but I gotta put in all my gear and my snacks and maybe a rain jacket and some, first aid, stuff like that. Anyway, I'm just shaking up my green juice. Have green juice, we'll travel. I'm the one YouTuber you watch who drinks this stuff who doesn't get paid for it. Anyway, guess that product. All right, you guys, let's head to the trail. Okay, it's 6:15. I'm at the trailhead. It is so dark outside that even holding my lanterns and just walking around to like figure out the parking lot, I can't see anything. I think it's also really foggy. It's hard to tell. Sorry, my voice, you guys. It's just been a constant thing. Anyway, that's my sandal. I was just velcroing because I want to put my socks on. There's nobody else here. There was a car here when I got here, and then they left. I'm like, where are you going? Because I thought they'd be like me, waiting for it to get a little bit later at least. I think I'm going to be sitting here for quite some time, to be honest. I'm not going out when I can't see, even with a light. So I'm just going to hold tight in my car. There's a bathroom here. All reports say it's not nice inside. But I'm just gonna hang tight. I don't know, maybe I'll go grab my book. I'm not even gonna pack my day pack yet. It's kind of chilly too, so I'm gonna hang in the car. I'm very grateful that I had the foresight to download my trail maps, as I usually do, and there's no service here. I'm sure well, I'm not sure. We might pick up some on the trail, but better to have been prepared when you had the service and download your trail maps. And I did find out that you have to pay for all trails to download the trail maps, but it's like $3 a month. So it's not a huge investment. And if you're just like, no, you're going to only use it for the summer months or something, you know, that's what it's like, $10. I think it's well worth it. Your safety and peace of mind even just is worth that. Okay, so hang tight. I can't show you anything outside because it's pitch black. But yeah, here we don't go. We're just gonna wait. Okay, the morning light is starting to hit. It's so foggy. I've heard the bathrooms are quote unquote gross. So let's go see what that means. Okay. There's toilet paper. Yeah, okay, so it's not the prettiest, but it'll do. You gotta go, you know? Believe it or not, that is not the worst bathroom situation I've ever seen. Okay, now that I can see a little bit better, reviewers said the parking lot gets really full and to park near the end, so I'm just doing a walk around. I'm kind of trying to give I'm not even filming myself. It's so dark. Look at the quality of the camera. My walking spotlight. I'm trying to give myself the best opportunity to not get like pegged in, because I heard that was an issue by people like double parking. I don't know, I think I'm gonna be fine. I think I can start going. It's light enough and the fog is starting to lift. It might be foggy the whole time. I don't even know if I care. I'm just like, it said it was such a popular trail and there's nobody here. I'm the only person. So that makes me just like a little bit nervous. It's a Friday. I know it's gonna fill up. I feel like people will come. Oh, you can just kind of see the outline of some things. Especially this fog lifts. I'm gonna go explore a little bit more at the trailhead and just make sure that I've picked the best parking space for me. I might move my car over there. We'll figure it out. All right, we've got the medium pack today. I've got my lighter rain jacket and some cold weather gear and my usual emergency stuff, some snacks. Always bring this guy. Water. All the stuff, and I'm going to start with my gloves because it's pretty chilly. I do like to put up my window coverings at really whenever I park anywhere for more than like an hour, just for security. In the summer, it also keeps the car cool, but you can see I've got my little lanterns there charging. I don't know if they'll get any sun, but I put them out. Anyway, we'll walk up the car. You can see it's starting to get a little bit brighter out. It's not the most beautiful morning to see all the views, but I want to start going, and I'm just hoping more people will come on the trail. All right, I'm like 20 yards in, and it's already so stinking beautiful. Plus, I see the other car that was in the parking lot that left mysteriously. They just went to park somewhere else, so that's fine. All right, yeah, let's go. Even with the fog kind of closing everything in, it's still so beautiful. I imagine there's a lot more mountain peaks to be seen, but it'll be like opening presents. If the fog lifts, the mountains will be revealed. Here's a look at the trail. There's been a lot of steps so far, and we're going down, which is not my favorite. But all the reviews, almost all of them, said to go counterclockwise, so we're heeding that. That feeling when you turn a corner and you get the most epic view. Yeah. Okay, just gonna let that speak for itself. We've come to some other trailhead with a building. Looks like a very lovely building. Let's see what's what. I don't see any information. So, oh, there's a plaque. But look at this. Doesn't this look like remnants of something old? What is it? Heather Meadows. Dedicated. Oh, that's not information though. What is it? Oh, it's a path. Maybe it's not. It's all boarded up, whatever it is. Curiosity. You guys know I can't help myself. I wish there was like some sort of information. No entry. What are you? Is it somebody's house from some bygone era? What is this path? Entrance up ramp. Oh, maybe it's not some old thing. Maybe it's just an accessible thing. Does anybody know what this is? Because I can't find it on the map or any information about it. Oh, it's the visitor center. Okay, well that makes more sense. It's closed. But that's the visitor center. I love it when trails just kind of surprise you a little bit. This is just like, they just smacked these stone steps right onto the face of the rock. I think it's cool, but you guys, I mean, I don't know if words can really describe this. All right, it's called the Chain Lakes Trail, but it really should be called the Oodles and Oodles of Fantastically Beautiful Lakes Trail, in my humble opinion. Wow. I wish I knew the names of the lakes. Usually my trail map will tell me, but I haven't seen any names so far. So I don't know if they're not named or just not designated on the map. I'm going down these stairs. Sorry for the jostling. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. This is fantastic. I can see why this is a very popular hike. I might suggest coming on a very foggy morning in mid-October to avoid the crowds. Y'all, these colors. I thought I was going to be too late to see colors. They're beautiful. All right, we started going uphill a bit and trail got a little rockier. It's all good. But look, blue sky. Now we're in the switchbacks. It's kicking my ass. Excuse my language. I haven't done a real hike in well over 2 months. So it feels really good. Whew! It's not even that high of elevation. I feel like we're at the 5,500 feet. I'll have to look and confirm with you later, but still more than Chicago. We made it to the wilderness, y'all. We're here. We're in the wilderness. We're going to the Mount Baker Wilderness. Because it wouldn't be a Jen hike if I didn't say it at least once. The cliffs of insanity. Oh, it's so pretty. Fog rolling in and out. A lot of trickling water. They've had a lot of rain. It's beautiful. Definitely wear your water resistant shoes, though, I would say. There's a lot of little water crossings like this. Can't beat it though. It's so pretty. Oh. Yeah, this trail's kicking my ass. But it sure is pretty. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so pretty. Oh, the fog, how it moves. Actually kind of really digging the fog. Well, you can just kind of see a bit of a much taller peak coming up from the fog. I don't know how much higher it goes, but there's more over there. It's so quiet. Still haven't seen one other person. But I did see a tiny little chipmunk. I'm not sure he went so fast. I spied with my little eye some glaciers. Cool. And not a second later, another lake. Now that one has a name. That one's called Iceberg Lake, I think. You can see, well, we'll get closer to it. There's a little patch of snow. Oh, that was a big hike up. I'm happy to be going downhill for a minute. Yeah, look at this. I feel like I just landed in a fairy tale. Another lake. This one has a name too. Hayes Lake. Oh, it's so peaceful. Love. So if I'm understanding correctly, you can purchase permits to backpack around here, and there's a bunch of spots just like that that are a little bit cleared out. That'd be perfect for a tent. Ugh. Can you imagine waking up to this? Claims there's a toilet this way. I don't actually have to go, but I'm just curious. Let's see. I'm guessing it's just a hole in the ground. Let's see. Got a really nice view of the lake on the way to it. Yeah, that is the toilet. That's very standard for camping, like overnighting places. Just that little box there. If you're like, what are we looking at? That's it. And now, massively huge trees. I love being in the forest. It's so pretty. And the iceberg lake, it's right there. Beautiful. I've been wondering to myself if it's called Iceberg Lake because of that little iceberg right there. It's not very big. I'm guessing it's melted quite a bit, but just hanging out there, Iceberg Lake. Hold the phone. Is that a family of ducks? I don't have a good enough zoom to see. I think there are ducks. Sorry, the zoom is not good, but I don't know what they are, but they're little and all in a group. But hold up. Are there ducks at this altitude? Still around 5,000 feet. We've gone up and down. But I don't think I've ever seen a duck at altitude. That doesn't mean they exist. I have a very limited experience, right? Are they ducks? Mountain ducks? Anyone? Look at that. This is Mazama Lake, and they definitely have camping on there because there's a sign for it. Again, I'm pretty sure you need a permit. The trail's pretty rocky in parts, so I would keep that in mind. It's not like super technical, but it does have a bit of rockiness to it. Still haven't seen anybody else. Where's everybody? It's beautiful out. And I can see some snowy peaks popping up. Looks like this lake feeds to a little bit of a waterfall situation. Cool. Does it get much prettier than this? It's beautiful. So there's these little animals. I think they're called pikas. That's what they said in the reviews. They make that little squawking noise. Oh, there he is. Hold on. It's kind of far. I think we got him. He's so cute. So this fun peak we've now seen both sides of. It's called Table Mountain. And that, that tracks. I could see that. Oh, there's a lot of rocks here. But we're doing it. The sun's peeking out a little bit. And look at that nice glacier right there. You can tell it's kind of blue tinted. Really cool. And you guys just passed my first people. Like 3.5 hours in. I'm almost back. And I found I don't know how long it's been, but I am almost back. I found people. Yay. So, not the only one here. I saw a couple of folks. Yeah. I just saw a big group of people. Like a whole family of little ones. This is kind of a hard hike for little ones. But, to each their own. You gotta make that assessment as a parent individually. However, I'm on this kind of like narrow part, right? It's actually less narrow here. But if you look behind me, like further back there, the path is a little bit narrow, and this is hard to see on camera, but there's a nice drop off there. So it's enough room for us to pass each other, but I'm like trying to wave and smile at one of the little kids, and I just wasn't looking at my feet, and my right foot like dipped off the edge, and I had to scramble to keep myself from sliding off the hill, and I was fine. It's like not a traumatic thing, but I've been dealing with this hip injury for 3 months now, and it's finally at a point where I feel strong enough to hike like this, and I've been walking better. I'm still not running. That made it kind of angry because I had to stabilize my whole body weight on that inner leg, with the muscles on my inner leg, and those are the ones that are most affected. So it's been a journey, guys. I've had a cortisol shot, I've had an MRI, I've seen an orthopedic surgeon, I've been to PT, all that, and the consensus is it's not super serious, but I have a bit of a tear where my psoas meets my hip, and that's what's causing most of the inflammation and the surrounding muscles and most of my pain. But I've been rehabbing and doing really well with that, feeling really strong. The timing of these videos is going to be out of whack because I try to post my Run Disney videos pretty like the week after. So this video will come way later than that. But in the timeline of things, it's mid-October and Wine and Dine's in 2 weeks. And I didn't think I was going to be able to participate. And then in the last few weeks, I've been walking fast enough that I'm pretty sure I can keep up with the Run Disney pace requirements. At least for the 10K, there's no requirement for the 5K. It's just walking. I'm not sure about the half yet, but I'm hoping whatever I had to do to just like catch myself, that I'm strong and repaired enough that didn't set me back. But I'm feeling okay now. It's just, y'all, all the glaciers. Oh my gosh. Blue, 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 blue. So pretty. Yo, I mean, I'm so grateful to be out here. I'm almost back, but so grateful. All right, lots more folks on the trail now. Just had to show you this one last view of this glacier. It's so pretty on that mountain. And now you can kind of see the fog is rolling out a bit. You can see more of the landscape. So we're calling we're calling that guy Mount Baker. Well, I got a really good images of the other side, but that's Mount Baker? Anyone? Well, we're at the beginning of the trail now, and here's the sign. There was no sign at the end. Looks like there's a place for permits and stuff that they've put away for the season. And I do see that there's bears, but I didn't see any real evidence of that. They would have way more signs if it was like they were really concerned about it. So, yeah. Alrighty, we're done. You can see a really good view of Mount Baker now. Did not know that is until I started talking to some folks on the trail. I had an inkling, but I was like, I'm not sure. That is Mount Baker. So it took me exactly 3 hours and 41 minutes, which is interesting because that's the average time that All Trails gives you. I wouldn't rely on their times. Sometimes it's just a mixture. It's like a composite, I think, of whatever everybody's like trail input is. And some people are really fast. Some people are biking certain places. It's just interesting. But here, I'll show you what we did. So they had a 2,800 foot elevation. No, 1,847 ascent and about the same in descent. And that was our walking time. You can see the parking lot's starting to fill up, but I don't think this is nearly as full as it normally gets in like peak season, especially because how many, there's bugs here, how many of the reviewers talked about how how overwhelming the parking lot situation was. But yeah, pretty excited about that. I'm gonna use the facilities one more time and we'll be on our merry way. That was a really good hike. Hip feels okay. I'm gonna be sitting in the car for the rest of the day, which actually is not ideal, but at least I'll be resting and I'll get a good stretch tonight. Hopefully that will help. But yeah, it was a good one. All right, so we are heading now to a local coffee shop before we leave the Mount Baker area. I want to try a coffee shop, and then we're gonna head to our next destination. I'm gonna leave you there. The first coffee, I think it's almost an hour away, and I don't have enough service to pull up the map, but there's really only one way to go, so that should be pretty easy. The car's also making a kind of funny noise, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on that. Is it a tire? I'm not sure. Like when it was off, it was making a funny noise. I was like, how could it make a noise when it's off? I don't know. We'll find out. Another adventure. By the way, if you're not a fan of winding roads, I would not come up here. But this is actually my favorite kind of driving, is mountain driving on winding roads. And these roads are in super excellent condition, I will add. It is beautiful out. Okay, operation, go get some coffee at the Baker Colton Bakery or whatever it's called. Yo, the leaves. It's so pretty. I thought I was too late for this, and I'm not. And it's so pretty. Look how cute it is. Sadly, it's closed. I read it was open till 2, but it is not. So we'll find another spot. I know there's another spot on the way out. And yeah. I'm so sad though. It's so cute. Oh well. Oh, look at the sign even. Okay. Okay, so we got a pumpkin chai from Joe's Coffee in Maple Falls. And it's lovely here, and the people there are so nice. And we did confirm that that was indeed Mount Baker. All right, my friends, pumpkin chai, moment of truth with oat milk. Pumpkin oat milk chais. Yeah, I can do the dairy now, just fine. Although dairy, like actual milk dairy, still is kind of hit or miss. But oat milk is just my favorite in any hot beverage. That is delightful. Joe's Coffee. Joe's Fine Coffee, pardon me. I also bought a coffee cake, which I'm going to eat immediately, and barista suggested the Rice Krispie treat, which I have purchased for later, because I will enjoy that later. I got a long drive now. You'll have to check back to the... Oh, excuse me. I also bought this Mount Baker sticker with the state of... Is that the state of Washington? Yeah, right? I bought 2, one for the car and one for my journal. So I'm real excited about that. Gotta love a good sticker. And none of the like visitor centers are open for me to get like an official National Forest sticker or anything like that. But we're gonna part ways here for now. But check back next week to see where on my journey we go next. I'm just delighted to share and just share these moments with you. It's so fun. This was such a fun adventure. 2 days ago, I didn't have a plan for this. I had a plan for where I'm going next. A few days before that, not much. But 2 days ago, I didn't know. Like, I knew I've always wanted to go to North Cascades, and this area is just north of North Cascades National Park. I will make it there at some point. I would love to do like a backpacking trip there. It's kind of on my radar, but it just when I was looking at campsites and what's available and hiking and all that, I just landed on this. I don't even know, I can't even quite tell you how I got here, but I am so glad because it was just a beautiful night. It was only a few hours drive from Vancouver, so that was really nice, and I got to wild camp and have such a peaceful night and do the most beautiful hike, which I did 80% of without seeing a soul, and then a lot of people at the end because I went counterclockwise. That's when I started running into people when it was warming up a little later in the morning, but it was just beautiful. And this drive through northern Washington, it's just been so pretty with the leaves still. I mean, it's the peak, the end. It's not the peak, it's the end of the season, but it's no less beautiful. It's really beautiful, and I feel so lucky. So I hope you enjoyed coming on this little fall adventure with me. I'm not eating this coffee cake because it just sounds so delightfully delicious. And I look forward to sharing the next adventure with you. So check back to see next week to see where we head next. And yeah, onward, friends. Happy trails wherever you are. I'm wishing you all the best and just beautiful moments wherever you can find them. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.